identify who is your audience. So today let's talk about why is it important to identify your audience. Okay, so in any business, even before you launch your product, right, it's very important to know who is your target customer, right, so that you can create a better product for them. Similarly, in public speaking, it's very important, even before you go to the stage, you need to know like who is your audience, right? Now in a business, suppose you understand your target customer really well, you understand their needs really well, so there's a higher chance that your product will completely cater to the needs of the customers. Similarly, in public speaking, if you understand your audience really well, if you understand their hobbies and interests, their likes, dislikes, there's a higher chance that you connect with your audience more, and these three things are going to happen if you know your audience better, right? Number one, you are definitely going to over deliver. You are not only going to meet the expectations but beat the expectations of the audience, right, if you know them prior to the presentation. Number two, so you appeal to their emotions. Now just imagine that you know a lot about the audience in front of whom you're going to present, and you know their interests, you know their likes and dislikes. So I'll just give you an example. Recently when I was invited as a chief guest to an employee felicitation event in Sambalpur, so that was my first visit to Sambalpur. So I didn't know the dialect because I am originally from Cuttack, and I didn't know the language, Sambalpuri language, right? So the owner of the company, so he requested me that, ma'am, please address my audience in Hindi because they're not so comfortable in English. So it was like a challenge for me because I am comfortable in English, not in Hindi. So, but I took up the challenge. I told yes. So the moment I went onto the stage, so what happened is, I was like, good evening, everyone. How are you all? So everybody was like quiet, and they were just looking at me like an alien. So I understood, I got the point that they are not able to connect to English. So what I told them was that, okay, I'm not going to talk to you in English, so tell me, what do you say, like how are you, how do I say it in Sambalpuri language? They were like, kenta acho. Okay, kenta acho. They started shouting. So when I again repeated that, okay, so kenta acho, tome mane kenta acho, right? So instantly the audience connected with me, and then they started standing from their seats and started jumping, and that's how I started my conversation. I started my presentation. So this really helps, when you know who is the audience, what is their language, what is their dialect, what is their likes and dislikes, what kind of topics they like to listen to, or what is happening around them. So it helps you a lot to over deliver. You deliver beyond their expectations, and also you connect emotionally to them, right? Number three is you add a lot of value to them. Okay, so it should not be like your speech or your presentation is not worth their time, right? So when you know everything about the audience, what happens is like you end up giving them more value, and they feel that the time, 1 hour or 2 hours, whatever I am spending with the speaker, it is worth it, right? So see you in the next video.